Hey everybody, welcome to the 2022 Deer Journal. Opening weekend is right around the corner. I'm out here getting things prepped and just doing a little bit of checking out on things. You can see behind me here, this is the food plot. This is one of my food plots I put out up here. I put out basically 2 micro food plots. I think I have a video of that on YouTube. You can check that out. But basically what it is I had some buckwheat, some turnips, some daikon radish, chicory, crimson clover, and winter wheat, I believe, and I just mix it all in on my own blend and I seed it up here. I actually put this out, I believe it was the 3rd week of August, and we got some rain on it immediately, and it is huge. I'll give you some close-ups of it here in just a second. But this is the 2022 Deer Journal. I think this is the 4th year now that I've done this, and what I do basically is I document everything during the hunting season. So whether it be myself or my son or my daughter or a friend or whoever we go hunting with, I document everything. I want to show everything, the ups, the downs, the goods, the bads. I want you to learn from my mistakes, learn from whatever it is, whether it's good that I do, if it's something positive, or if it's something I do wrong. We're all going to make mistakes. I just want to share those mistakes with you and hopefully share good things and positive things with you as well that you can try to learn from, potentially, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna keep checking some things out here and I'll check in with you in a little bit. So I just did a check of my food plot here and the deer are just annihilating it right now. The buckwheat, I always plant buckwheat in my fall food plot. Yeah, it's gonna die whenever we get the first frost, but until it dies, the deer just hammer it. I've got trail camera videos. I had a trail camera here that I moved, and I have it, I'm bouncing back and forth here. I've got it over there on a persimmon tree right now, but I'll share some of those video clips. These deer are coming in here, they're just hammering this food plot, getting the buckwheat, they're eating the turnips. I can't tell what all they're eating, but they are just hammering this thing, snipping it off like somebody's went through it with a lawnmower or a weed eater and just wiped it out. The persimmon trees are loaded, they're dropping, the ground's covered, but the deer don't seem to be eating them. They are sweet. I checked one out. They're soft, they're dark orange, they're what they're supposed to be with the little frosted color on the outside. I mean, that's what persimmons are supposed to be when they're ready. It is very early. We haven't had a frost. We're not going to have a frost for a little while, I don't think. So they're a little early. Maybe the deer haven't started keying on them yet, but my other persimmon trees here are not dropping yet. This one right here beside the food plot is, but they're not hitting it. So I'm not sure what's going on. Let's go over here and check a couple other things out. I came over here to video this tree stand. And there's a flock of turkeys right here beside me. They've been hitting the food plot heavily too. But they're also back over there scratching. I've got a lot of the oaks are starting to drop now. So not sure how that's going to change things. I'm going to go check out an oak flat here in just a minute and take you along with me and we'll see what it has. But fresh droppings right here beside the food plot. Okay, now I'm working my way through my hardwoods down this steep rocky hillside. What I've got in here mostly is a poplar, maple, hickory hardwood stand. My dad had this place logged about 20 years ago, back before I bought it from him. They took nearly all the oaks down. So all I've got left right now, there's squirrels over here running around. What I've got left now are some chestnut oaks, which the deer just will only eat when there's not much else out there for them. And I've got 3 mature white oak trees on my entire farm. They had all of them logged and cut into lumber 20 years ago, and so all the white oaks that I have left just haven't matured yet, and they're not dropping any acorns, obviously. So I've got permission to hunt on my neighbor back over here. He's got about, I think it's 70 acres back here, and he has a large oak flat that when he had it logged 3 years ago, he asked him to leave all the oak trees. So it's really, really pretty cool. We're gonna go back here and check it out and see what the acorn situation is like there, since they just now started dropping here. Well, things are looking pretty good so far. Now, the neighbor does run cattle in here. It's a pretty decent little walk from over on my place to get over here because you do have to go down that steep ridge. Here come the cows behind me. Probably can't see them. Anyway, there's the sun. Anyway, you gotta go down that steep rocky ridge, and then come back up again. Man, the cows are all over in here. But the ground is just covered in acorns already. Let me see if I can find a better view up here and show you. Just check this out. There are acorns everywhere. Everywhere. Oh my word. Oh, look at that. Look at this. I have never seen so many acorns. And they're just raining down around me over here. Look at that. Look at that ground. It's just covered. I'm going to bust some open here and see what kind of shape they're in. But I've never seen so many acorns. But the cows are all in here. You can see over there. Cows are over in here. So I have to figure out a way to manage and deal with that. Let me walk on over here a little bit more and check some more stuff out. Alright, just checking some things out here. The white oaks are just loaded. They're raining down everywhere right now. Northern red oaks, they're dropping pretty good. Southern red oaks, they're starting to drop as well. Chestnut oaks are coming down, but you know, whatever, who cares? Same thing with scarlet oak. The scarlet oak are starting to drop in here too. But the big thing is, this is a great big large oak flat in here. And you just spin around there and you can see, there's the cows. This is all full of oaks. And I'd say more than 50% of them are huge, mature white oaks. And the ground is just covered. So that's a really good thing, but also I'm a little bit nervous because you can't have too much of a good thing. There's some huge white oak acorns in here. I don't know if they're any good or not. I'm going to check them out. But I'm worried that if the acorns are the oaks are producing like this right here, they're probably doing it everywhere in the area like this, which means the ground is just going to be covered in acorns, and the deer are not going to have to move very far. I don't know. I'm just going to have to try it out and see. Opening day is coming up here in a couple days, so I just need to be ready, have a game plan. I'm probably going to put some sticks in a beech tree over here to have it ready for opening morning so I can bring my saddle platform and just hunt out of that tree. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to check a couple more things out here before I call it a day. Alright, I'm back to my house now, and just want to talk about something here too. So, we live here on the farm self-sufficiently primarily, and this is one of our deep freezers. There's another one over there, and unfortunately, looking in here, you can see we got a bunch of other stuff, but we're down to 2 packs of deer. So I've got a lot of pressure on me by the wife and kids to shoot something here soon. So normally I would hold off on shooting a doe early in the season, but if I get a shot at a big nanny doe, I'm just going to take it because we need the meat for the freezer. Now obviously if a big buck or a decent mature buck comes through, then I'll take that shot, but we need meat, and if I get a shot at a mature doe, then I'm just going to have to take it because we got to fill this freezer up. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to start getting my clothes sprayed down and get them aired out. I have an ozone unit. There's my hunting clothes cabinet right there. I've got an ozone unit in there too. I built that cabinet. I've got an ozone unit in there. But first thing I'm going to do is get my clothes hung out to air dry. I keep them in vacuum bags all off season, stored away, and then I have cedar chunks stuck in there, and I've got cedar chunks all inside there as well. But I'm going to get my clothes out, start getting them aired out, spray them down, and then eventually I'll bring them in, stick them in here, and probably just run the ozone on them one more time before I take them out to hunt. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Looking forward to another deer journal season this year, rolling it out there for you. Good luck to you if you're hitting the woods here anytime soon. If you're already hunting, you know, good for you. Hope you're having a good season. And I will see you around on the 2022 Deer Journal. God bless.